Hello everyone, this is Al Red Sox Fan coming to you from Al Red Sox Fan YouTube channel. Hope all is well on this Monday evening. We're going to play a little Fran Tarkenton Football, and this is a season I created, or two teams, and they are the 2017 New England Patriots and the 2017 Philadelphia Eagles, and we're going to have a rematch of Super Bowl 52. Our Super Bowl between the Steelers and Vikings came out eerily quite well when it came to what actually happened. So let's see with one of the more modern, obviously this is last year's Super Bowl, so let's see how this goes. We'll probably just play, because it's pretty late, we're probably just going to play a quarter for sure. And I just was very excited because I actually finished it. I'm also creating my own football game, which is separate from this. So let's just play a little bit and definitely get a quarter in, maybe a little more. Once again, this is Fran Tarkenton Football. This is from the late 60s. We've featured it on the channel a couple of times. And this is the game that got me hooked on sports sims. I created the 2017 New England Patriots and the 2017 Philadelphia Eagles. I'm going to play a little bit of a recreation of Super Bowl 52. All right, so the Patriots will be kicking off to the Eagles. Back deep for the Eagles. Let me get my chart here. Back deep for the Eagles is Barner. Kicking off is Gostowski. And he'll kick off from 35. As the pen just jumped the shark. There we go. All right. So we're still using the same kickoff charts. I haven't modded that yet. I don't know how much time I'll waste on that because, as I said, I'm creating my own football game. So, all right. So Gostowski will kick off from the 35. Back for the Eagles is Barner, and that's a 1-5 and off the kickout chart. And for field goals, we're just going to add 17 when we're trying to attempt. Obviously, we're going to attempt field goals and when we're to make them good. So that's a 1-5. The kickoff from the 35. That's a 50-yard kickoff. 30, 40, 50. Fielded at the 15. So Gostowski is short with this kickoff. And here's the return by Barner. And that's a 1-6. And the 1-6 for the kick return is a 22-yard return. So the Eagles will start 1st and 10 on their own 37. So that's pretty good field position. 2 ticks off the clock. Once again, we'll just probably play about a quarter, maybe a half. Who knows if I'm ambitious and I go quick enough, a full game. But we will finish the game no matter what at a later date. So it is 1st down for the Eagles. And if you're unfamiliar with the way I've modded this game, we roll 4 dice. If the black die lands on a D, it's the right defensive play call. It corresponds with the cards that came with the game, but it's the right defensive play call. There's 2 Ds. If it's an X, it's a standard defense, which is fair against all plays. If it is blank, then we go off the green die, whatever that says. There are 8 corresponding defensive cards. 1 through 8 will go to one of the cards. If it is a 0 or a 9, it goes back to a base defense, which is fair on all the plays. Hello, Jonathan. How are you? Hope all is well. And then, we just roll the dice. And it's an offensive play call game. So the Eagles have a 9 rated defense. The Patriots have an 8 rated defense. The highest you can be is 10. If your defensive rating is higher than an offensive play, we will reduce the dice roll. So on 1st down, and I only have the people playing who actually played in the games. So on 1st down, I think the Eagles are gonna throw short. So Foyles is gonna throw short to his tight end Ertz, and that is a 15, and that is a 9 against an 8 defense. So that's gonna go up 1. on the dice roll. So we're looking for Ertz on a short slant to the tight end on 1st and 10 from the 37. And it's a 26, which normally would be a penalty, but that's going to go up by 1. So 26, and the black dice is blank, and that's a 6. So we have 8 corresponding cards. A, B, C, D, E, F. It's King, the fullback, 6. So 26 goes to 33F. That's caught for 7 yards. So he's 2nd and 3, so that's a completion to Ertz for 7 yards. 3 ticks come off the clock. We've modded the clock to go a little faster. So that's +7. So Foyles completes his first pass for 7 yards. And Ernst is good for 5 more receptions. Another thing I've done, you have to, if the receivers and running backs are allotted so many carries and receptions, we're going to try to stick with that. So it's 2nd and 3. They're going to give the ball to Blount. Handoff up the middle to Blount, who we've designated the fullback. So it's a run to Blount, the former Patriot. And that's a 2-6 X base defense, so it's fair against all plays. And that is a 9. So that's going to go up 1 against a 9 offensive play against an 8 Patriot defense. So the 2-6 against a B. That's going to be 4 yards and a first down. So 1st and 10 on the Eagle 48. So Blount picks up 4 yards. And he's good for 11 carries and 2 receptions. 4. He's down to 10 carries. 3 ticks come off the clock. Ken Castro's in the chat. How are you? Jonathan and Ken. So 1st and 10 from the Eagles 48. They're going to give it to Blount again. Inside run. Black. Empty. Green 3. So that's a blitz. So that's a C against a 22. That's going to go up 1. 22 goes to 23C. 2 yards. So this time the Patriots are ready for that play. 1, 2. It's going to be 2nd and 8 from midfield. And just under 13 minutes to play in the first quarter here at Super Bowl 52 using Fran Tarkenton Football. So that was +2. Blount now has 6 yards. And he has 9 more carries. So 2nd and 8 for Nick Foles and the Eagles. And we're going to look for halfback Ajayi is going to come in. As we're playing a 3 wideout set. Again, we haven't really modded it for 3 wideouts. If you get a wide receiver, if we're going to throw to one of the 3 wideouts and they get the wideout defense, then we'll just go with that. So we're going to go pitch out to our halfback Ajayi. And that is a 9 against an 8 defense. So that's going to go up 1 on the roll. They do have that keyed. It's a D, so they have the right defensive play call. We disregard the green die. It's a 36. It will go to a 44. So a 36 goes to a 44. And even though they have that key, the Eagles, who were a very good running team last year, pick up 6 yards. So it's going to be 3rd and 2. Third. I think that's there. I think I moved it by accident. 3rd and 2. So Jaha picks up 6 yards. He's good for 9 carries. 9 more carries. So it's a +6. And 3 more ticks come off the clock. Under 12 minutes to play in the first quarter. So 3rd and 2. A big opportunity here for the Patriots to get off the field. 3rd and 2. Blount comes back in the game. And they're going to give it to LeGarrette Blount up the middle on 3rd and 2. And the Patriots, that's a 1-2. It's only going to go up to a 1-3, and it's an X. So it's a base defense. So that's a B, 1-3, minus a yard. The Patriots stuffed Blount. And it's going to be 4th and 3 from the Patriot 44. Decision time now. Decision time. So Blount loses a yard. 4th and 3. Blount now has 3 carries and 5 yards. He's down to 8 carries remaining. So 4th and 3. I don't think either team punted in the freaking game. I was looking at the stats. 4th and 3. I have to be fair. I think I can pick it up. Of course, I could roll like crap. 4th and 3. 4th and 3. Eagles are going to keep their offense on the field on 4th and 3. They're going to look for a short pass to their tight end, Ernst. So here they go. Foyle's looking for Ernst. They need a high roll here. And they're not going to get it, as that's a double one. Double one will not change. Double one or 66s do not change. They stay. And it is a black die blank 4. So we're going to go off the D card. And that is a sack for 8 yards. So they get Foyles on a sack. And the Patriots will take over on the Eagles 48. A huge play. So that's a -8 sack for Foyles. On his second passing attempt. And let's see who we want to give that to. We'll figure that out later. So we're probably going to give that to... Well, it's an 8-yard sack. We'll figure it out later. So the defense holds. Big play by the Patriots. Turnover on downs, and here comes Tom Brady and the Pats offense with 10 minutes of play in the first quarter of Super Bowl 52. Go turnover on downs. So that's how the Eagles' first drive ends. Turnover on downs with an 8-yard sack. So here comes TB12, Tom Brady. And on the first play, he's going to look for Gronkowski. Medium pass to Gronkowski. This is a 10 against a 9 defense. So we're going medium slant into Gronk. That's 18 off of our passer chart. And it'll go up one roll. And we got a 36. We'll go to a 44 because it's a 10 against a 9 defense. They're keying Gronk as it's a D. So it's a right play call. And that would be an H. H44. Oh, just incomplete. We needed a 45 on that, or a different defensive call. But they had the right play call, so that's incomplete. As Brady and Gronk just miss hooking up. That would have been a big gainer. So Brady 0 for 1. On the incompletion of Gronk. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. The Patriots are going to go with Dion Lewis. Pitch out to the halfback, Dion Lewis. This is a 9 offensive play against a 9 defense. And the Eagles are Johnny to the task, because that's a 1-6. And it'll stay a 1-6 because it's a 9 against a 9. And it's a pitch out halfback. 1-6. And it's a blank and a 2 standard defense. So that's another way to get a standard defense. So it's a 1-6B minus a yard. Lewis smothered in the backfield. Couldn't turn the corner. And it'll be 3rd and 11. So Dion Lewis can't turn the corner. Under 9 minutes to play in the first quarter. Dion Lewis, loss of a yard. He has 10 carries left. So 3rd and 11. They're going to look for Danny Amendola. Danny on a medium pass to the flanker Amendola. That's a 10 against the 9 defense. So that's our 17 here. So we need a high roll. Come on. Brady to Amendola. 6-6. Brady connects up with Amendola. It's a D. They have the right play call. Disregard the green dice, but it's a 6-6, the best you can be. And that's a 21-yard gain to Danny Amendola. 21 yards to Danny. So that's 11. And 21. So the Patriots have it, excuse me, 1st and 10 on the Philadelphia 28. A huge 21-yard pickup on 3rd and 11. Brady hits Danny Amendola. And that's a 3rd down pickup. Danny Amendola, good for 4 catches, has used 1, so he's down to 3. 21 yards to Amendola. And that was for a 1st down. Let's just mark that little thing there. Yeah, that's it. 8 minutes to play in the first quarter. 1st and 10 from the 28. Brady's going to look for Gronkowski. Medium pass to Gronk. Again, that's a 10 against the 9 defense. And Brady! That's going to go up 1 from 56 to 66. They're keying Gronk, but to no avail. Brady's wings it in there. And that's another 21-yard gain to Gronkowski. Make sure I'm looking. Yep. Another 21 yards to Gronk. 10. Back-to-back 21-yarders. And it's 1st and goal. Did I do that right? Yeah. 1st and goal from the 9. 8. 1st and goal from the 8. So it's 1st and goal from the 8 for the Patriots as Brady hooks up with Amendola for 21 and now Gronkowski for 21. Gronkowski's good for 5 receptions. He's down to 4. So Brady, 2 of 3 for 42 yards. 1st and goal. Just over 7 minutes. We're at the 7-minute mark, really. 1st and goal from the 8. And the Patriots on 1st and goal from the 8 are going to go handoff to Dion Lewis. They're going to hand it off to the halfback Lewis. It's a 9 offensive play against a 9 defense. And that is a 2-5. And it stays a 2-5. X is a base defense. So handoff B. 2-5. 3 yards for Lewis. 2nd and goal from the 5. Under 7 minutes to play in the first quarter. 2nd and goal from the 5. Lewis picks up 3. And he's down to 9 carries. 2 carries, 2 yards. 2nd and goal from the 5. Brady's going to look short to Gronkowski. And again, that's short to the tight end. Is a 15-play call, and that is a 10 to Gronk. Against the 9 defense, it'll go up 1 from the 5. It's a 2-2. Blank black die, green die 0 goes to a base defense, which is fair against all plays. A 2-2 will go to a 2-3. 2-3B. Incomplete. So they can't hook up. And it's going to be 3rd and goal from the 5 with 6 minutes left in the first quarter. So that's incomplete to Gronk. Brady 2 of 4 now. So 3rd and 5 from the 5. Again, they're going to look this time to Danny Amendola. Short to Amendola. So it's a short pass to the flanker. And that's a 10. So they're going to look for Danny Amendola on the short pass off our 14 passing chart. It'll go up 1. That's a 5-5. That's going to go 5-6. Just put your hands in the air. Wave like you don't care, because that's a 5-yard touchdown pass to Danny Amendola. So Brady hooks up with Amendola, 6-0 New England. So a 6-yard TD. So a 6-yard touchdown pass to Danny Amendola. And here comes Gostowski with the extra point. And the only way you can miss an extra point is a double 1, which is a block, and then a 12 is a shank. So here's Gostowski. He needs a 13 or better, and he gets a 46. That is good. 7-0 New England. On the turnover on downs, 2 big completions to Amendola and Gronkowski, which totaled 42 yards. And then Amendola makes the touchdown catch. So 7-0 New England. That was at the 5-minute mark. And Amendola only has 2 catches left in him. So in the first quarter, a 5-yard TD pass. Brady to Amendola. Kick. Good. And that was at the 5-minute mark. So 7-0 New England. Gostowski will kick off from his 35. 5 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Back deep is Barner once again. Here's the kickoff from Gostowski. And that's a 2-6. And a 2-6 is a penalty. Roll for the penalty. That's a 1-6. The penalty is on the offense, 5 yards, so they're offsides. Patriots will get backed up to the 30 now on the offsides. It's 2 ticks off the clock for that. They'll re-kick from the 30 now. Here's Gostowski to kick off again, and it's a 2-5. At least it's not another penalty. 2-5. That's a 59-yard kick. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 to the 11. Here comes the return by Burner. Another 2 ticks. We'll be at the 4-minute mark when they take over on offense. So let's see if Barner can get a big return here. And that's a 2-6. Another penalty. So some sloppy play on special teams. So the 2-6 on the kick return. No, it's not a penalty. Excuse me. It's 26 yards. They don't have a penalty on that. So that's 26 yards. Back it up 1. We'll make it 27. 10, 25, 6, 7. So it is 1st and 10 for the Eagles on their 37. And here comes Foles. Eagles turned it over on downs. They went for it on 4th and 3. Foles was sacked. So 1st and 10 from their 37. Foles is going to go to hand off to the halfback, Ajayi. And that's a 9 offensive play against a 8 defense. They'll go up 1. Here's the handoff to the halfback. And black die is blank. It's a 5, so that corresponds with doubling the receivers. Not the right play call. But it's a 1-6, so it'll go to a 2-2-E, 2-2-E, 1 yard. So it's 2nd and 9. Patriots doing a fairly good job so far against the run. The Eagles were a very good run team and a very efficient passing team before Wentz went out. So 2nd and 9 could be a throwing down here. Foyles is going to look for a short pass. A short pass to the left end. Aguilar. So he's going to go short to the left end. It's a 9. It'll go up 1 against the 8 Patriot defense. That's a 2-6. It'll go to a 3-3 base defense. Because oh no, they're keying the left end. So 2-6 goes to 3-3, and that's caught 2 yards. So it'll be 3rd and 7. 2-yard completion. Under 3 minutes to play in the first quarter. 2-yard completion to Aguilar. He's down to 3 receptions now. That's a waste of a reception plus 2. Foyles completes his second pass. He now has 9 yards passing. So 3rd and 7. 3rd and 7. They're going to look short to their tight end, Ernst. And that's a 9 against an 8 defense. They need a high roll here for the Eagles, and they're going to get it even though they're keying Ernst. It's a black die D, so we disregard the green dice. They have the right play call, 45, but it's a 9 against an 8 defense. So the 45 goes to 46. It's a 9-yard pickup on the slant to the tight end. So 1st and 10 from the Eagle 49. Big pitch and catch from Foyles to Ernst. 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Plus 9. And he's good for 3 more receptions. So 1st and 10 on the Eagle 49. They're going to hand it off to LeGarrette Blount. And that is a 9 offensive play against an 8 defense. It'll go up 1 on the dice roll. And it's going to be a penalty. The 2-5 goes to a 2-6. So the yellow hankies are all over the field. And let's see what's going to be on. The higher the roll, the more likely the defense. And it's a 44, and that's going to be on the Patriots. 5 yards. Neutral zone infraction. So it's going to be 1st and 5 in Patriot territory on their 46. 1st and 5. Just over a minute to play in the first quarter. 7-0 Patriots. Brady to Amendola. 5-yard touchdown. Extra point by Gostowski was good. So it's 1st and 5. They're going to give it once again to Blount. And that's a 3-3. That's going to go to a 3-4. Black dies blank. 1. They are playing the run on the inside. So it's an A column. So a 3-3 A column. 3-4, excuse me, A column. 2 yards. So it'll be 2nd and 3. 2 yards for LeGarrette Blount, the former Patriot. And this will be the last play of the first quarter coming up. So 2 yards for Blount. And he's down to 7 carries. So 3rd and 3. 3rd and 3. 3rd and 3, and they're going to go short pass to Torrey Smith, the flanker, on 3rd and 3. It's a 9 offensive play call against an 8 defense. Dice roll will go up 1, and it's a 6-6. Black die is blank. It's a 6. And they're keying Blount on the run. So this is going to be a huge play, possibly. Flanker 6-6. GF, excuse me. And that's a long gainer. So Torrey Smith will be off to the races on the last play of the first quarter. They're at the 44 of New England. And that's a 46. We go to the long gainer chart. 46. That is a touchdown. A 46-yard touchdown pass on the last play of the first quarter. And it's a 7-6 game. So Foyles hooks up with Torrey Smith, a 46-yard short slant. He split the defenders and was off to pay dirt. And he's only good for one more reception, but you'd have to say that his first reception was outstanding. 46-yard touchdown pass. The Eagles an extra point away from tying this game at 7. And we'll kick the extra point before we start the second quarter. Again, 13 or higher. And Elliott will make the extra point. And it's a 34. It is good. We have a 7-7 ball game, folks. So the Eagles tie it right at the end of the first quarter on a 46-yard touchdown pass to Torrey Smith. Extra point was good, 7-7. And we'll start the second quarter. So right at the end, first quarter, we'll say 15 minutes. It was right at the end. 46-yard TD pass. Foyles to Smith. Kick. Good. So after one quarter of football, it's 7-7. And let's get ready for the second quarter. Living My Rhapsody and Bleacher Bums Gaming have jumped in the chat. How are you, my friends? Hope all is well. I just made a new season. I was so excited. I had to test it out. 7-7. We're going to the second quarter. I think we'll play a half, but most likely with me, I'll probably play the whole game and go to and have exactly 45 minutes of sleep before I go to work. Who cares? Life's too short. So 7-7 on the last play of the first quarter. Foyles hits Torrey Smith for the TD on the short slant. Split the defenders, was off to the races. So now Elliott's going to kick off from his 35, back deep for the Patriots. I think Lewis. Yes. Lewis is back deep, so here's the kickoff. Hope everyone's doing well. As Bleacher Bums Gaming says, breakaway. Did you have a game Friday night? Did your team win? Did the high school team win that you helped coach? Anthony from Bleacher Bums Gaming. Check out that great channel. Absolutely wonderful. He's developed his own boxing game. He's developing a baseball game. I'm developing a football game. This isn't it. I'm actually doing another one. It's kind of fun. No one's going to buy it, but it's fun. I really don't care if anyone buys it. All right, here's the kickoff. When is the launch date for Glory Days Boxing, Anthony? Here's the kickoff from Elliott, and that is a 3-6. A 3-6 is a 60-yard kickoff. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60s. So from the 5, and we'll start the second quarter, 7-7 ball game. As Al Red Sox fan now has the sniffles. Here comes Lewis. Let's see if he gets a big return. That's a 3-3 on the kick return. 3-3. What will it be? We shall see. It's a 27-yard return, so that goes out to the 32. So 1st and 10 for Tom Brady and the Patriots. 7-7 ball game here in Super Bowl 52. As Anthony from Bleacher Bums Gaming says, targeting the end of the year. Cool. And they won 58-0. Holy cow. I don't get much sleep. When my mom got ill, I didn't sleep a lot, so I don't sleep anymore. If I get 3 hours, 4 hours of sleep, 3.5, I'm fine. Jolt myself up on coffee at work. Usually it catches up with me and I have to take a nap like halfway through the week when I come home. All right, first, that's cool. I can't wait to get that game. 58-0. Wow, you guys romped. And also check out LMR, Living My Rhapsody, another wonderful channel, Game of Thrones and Westworld. So the Patriots, what are we going to go with? Let's give the ball to Rex Burkhardt. Hand off to Rex Burkhardt. It's an 8 against a 9. It'll go down 1. I'm probably going to regret this. Come on, Rex. Need a high roll here. Rex, high roll. 33. It's an X. Base defense. 33 goes down to a penalty. So, yellow flag on the field. And let's see what the penalty's on. The lower the roll, it's offense. The higher the roll, it's defense. It's a 26. I don't know who that's on the offense. Illegal formation. Back them up 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's 1st and 15 for the Patriots. And Burkhardt will come out. James White will come in. And we're going to go flare pass to the halfback, James White. This is a 9 against a 9 defense. Make sure I'm seeing that right. As I have the charts up, I got to print these up because I have to look at the computer, and I can't put my glasses on because then I can't see that chart. So, 12. James White's a 9. Yep, flare pass, so it's going to stay even. 9 offensive play against a 9 defense. And that's a 44. That's what we needed if you're a Patriots fan. Black dice is blank, so we go off the green dice, which is a 9. And a 0 and a 9 will be a base defense. And so that's going to be a B44B. And that is an 8-yard pickup for White out of the backfield. So it will be 2nd and 7. I think I'm whatever. It's 2nd and 7. I know it's 2nd and 7. Just under 13 minutes to play. So Brady completes up with White out of the backfield. White is capable of having 3 receptions, so he's down to 2. That's a big 8-yard pickup. Brady gets another 8 yards of passing yards. So 2nd and 7. 2nd and 7. The Patriots are going to look for Brandon Cooks on the short pass. Brandon Cooks, short pass to the left end. Brandon Cooks. This is a 10 offensive play against a 9 defense, and they're going to need all of that. Base defense, it's an X. 33 will move to 34. 34B, 5 yards, so it's going to be 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2, they pick up 5 yards of Brandon Cooks. So Brady working the short passing game. So Cooks gets his first reception. He's good for 4. He's down to 3 now. What did I say, 5 yards? 5 yards. Not that you guys can talk back to me, but... All right, so 3rd and 2 at the Patriot 40. 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2. How many more? Gronk's got 4 more receptions in him. Amendola has 2 more left. 3rd and 2. Short pass to Gronkowski. Again, this is a 10 against a 9. It'll go up 1. You got to go with your good plays. Ah! We wasted a good play. I hope he drops it. Well, it'd be nice if he catches it. So that's a D. They have Gronk keyed. 1-6 will go to 2-2. And that will be incomplete. So it's 4th and 2, and the Patriots will punt because it's on their side of the field. So 12 minutes to play, incomplete. They try to get the Gronk to no avail. So Brady throws his 3rd incomplete. 4th and 2 from their 40. Yeah, we got a punt. I can't go for it there. And here comes the punter, Allen. And that's a 23 on the punt. And you just go from the line of scrimmage in this game. 23, 55-yard punt. 10, 20, 40, 50. So it's at the 5. I don't think the Eagles would fair catch there. We're going to put a return on for Barner. So here comes the return by Barner. And that's a 1-2. A 1-2 on the punt return. Where's the punt return? 1-2 on the punt return. 9 yards and a fumble. So he fumbles at the 14. Who's going to get it? The big pop by Chung. And Eagles 5 and 6. They will recover 1 through 4. The Patriots will get it. It's a 3. The Patriots recover on the 14. The fumble by Barner sets up the Pats in beautiful field position. With 11 minutes to go in the half, 7-7 ball game. That's a huge turnover. So Barner fumbles. +9 fumble, lost. And we'll just put that in our miscellaneous column. Down here at the bottom. Fumble, second quarter, Barner. 11 minutes. And we'll give it to Chung. All right, wow. Patriots are in business as the pen jumped the shark once again. The pen just does not want to stay on the table. So 1st and 10 from the Eagle 14. Quite a fortuitous situation. As LMR, living my rhapsody, says good night. Well, good night to you, my friend. Take care. As Anthony from Bleacher Bums Gaming says, rating some new boxers right now. Cool. Who are you rating, my friend? I can't wait to get the game. Your game flows so well. I actually used something you did in your game for the football game. I'll tell you, like, offline. But you did, so I was like, wow, I can kind of use that. Made sense. Made sense. So, it's kind of cool. I've actually played in the game I developed, just like I'm rating the 58. I should have picked a newer season, but I'm rating the 58. My test stuff is on the 58 season. I have Cleveland. I've got like a quarterback plum rate and 1 receiver, and just testing it out. And they played the Giants 3 times that year, and the Giants beat them 3 times. So I just took his average completions for 3 games, like I think it's 17 or something like that. And I rolled it 17, 3 separate games 17 times. Just short passing to that 1 receiver against the defense the way it's set up. It came scary close. It was just to see, but it was pretty interesting. All right, 1st and 10 for the Patriots on the 14. How many? Gronkowski has Gronk. And these are rules I made up, so you can't just constantly throw to the same people. Playing against somebody, you would have to switch it up because they'd start keying. But you want to always throw to your better players because they got the better ratings. In actuality, there were no individual ratings in this game. It was just based off how well they ran a play. I've given some individual ratings. I've modded the Fran Tarkenton game. So we're going to go to Gronk once again. Short to the tight end. Gronkowski, it's a 10 against a 9 defense. We're going to Gronk. It's a 2-4. It'll go to a 2-5. They're keying Gronk. And that is incomplete. So it's going to be 2nd and 10 from the 14. Eagles defense trying to hold them to a field goal here. So that's incomplete to Gronk. And as long as he doesn't catch your ball, it doesn't get rid of one of his receptions. So 2nd and 10 from the 14. 2nd and 10 from the 14. Brady's in shotgun. We're going to go draw Dion Lewis, the halfback, and that's a 9 offensive play call against a 9 defense. So here, make sure that's right. So that is a 9 corresponding with a 9, and it is a 9. So the dice roll will stay even. Draw out of the shotgun to Lewis. 1, 2 off of 4. They're doubling the receivers, but still the roll is pitiful. 1, 2 will stay a 1, 2, and it's an E, and that is a fumble. No yards and a fumble, so we'll have the ball is on the ground as Lewis is popped. Draw fooled no one. Got popped at the line of scrimmage. And now we will roll to see who recovers the fumble. Patriots need a 5 or a 6 to recover the fumble. 1 through 4, and the Eagles will match the turnover and get the ball back. And it's a 2, and the Eagles recover the fumble. So the Patriots give it right back to them on their 14. So Lewis fumbles on the draw, and a wonderful opportunity is squandered. 9 minutes of play in the half. What a huge play by the Eagles defense. Lewis fumbles, and that is recovered by the Eagles. He has 8 carries left, so that's a fumble lost. I've got to give that to some. I'm just going to put fumble lost. Figure it out later. I don't know the Eagles players, so. And I have the thing, if I move my screen, I can't see it's going to mess up the little, well, you guys can see I don't even know if you can see the little play sheet. Pass recover, and fumble, Lewis, Eagles recover. And that was at the 9-minute mark, second quarter. So back-to-back turnovers. Patriots squander a golden opportunity. The Eagles breathe a sigh of relief. As Anthony from Bleacher Bums Gaming says, rated Pelkey McCarty from the vlog. Oh, that's cool. That was a great boxing vlog about the white heavyweight championship. That was awesome. Great stuff. The other day, and Al Palzer, an Alabama kid. Al Palzer, Alabama kid, Buster Douglas, and Chuck Wepner. Cool. Bleacher Bums game. 1958 was a great season, and I'm looking forward to hearing more about your game. Yeah, I picked that one because there's a lot of neat. It's just I'd like to get you and someone else on like a Google or something, a private thing or something. I like to bounce some ideas off you. It's kind of cool, but like I said, it worked out okay. And then I have to, I really don't want to, I'll show the game to certain people, but I don't want, not that anyone's going to steal, but it's kind of, I've not seen some of the things I've done. I could be wrong. Someone might say, hey, Al, that's from a different game. I'm like, well, I thought of it too. All right, so the Eagles take over 1st and 10 from their 14, 9 minutes play in the half. And I think what we'll do is we'll play the half, and what time is it? Yeah, and we'll call the stream. We'll play the second half tomorrow. 7-7 ball game, been quite exciting. But you know me, I might just play it to 2 in the morning. So the Eagles have it 1st and 10 for fours on their 14. And they're going to hand it off to the former Patriot. Blount up the middle. And it's a 66. And that's an X. So it's a base defense. We disregard. Oops, shit. Did I knock the thing over? Oh. So 66, base defense B, and that's a 13-yard gain. And that's a first down. They lucked out. It was a base defense. 10, 11, 12, 13. So 1st and 10 from the Eagles. 26 as Blount just goes up the middle, knocking over Patriots as he goes. Finally dragged down by the secondary. Just under 8 minutes to play in the first half. 7-7 ball game. So that's a 13-yard pickup for Blount. And he's down to 6 carries. As it was a 6-6, so it didn't matter. That's a 9 offensive play call against an 8 defense, but a 6-6 obviously can't go up anymore, and a 1-1 never changes. So even if you have, say, a 10 defense against a 5 play, it stays a 1-1 or a 6-6. Also, Anthony, I'm not rating right now. I'm not going to rate like stinky teams because to me that's a waste of time for my little thing I'm doing. Oh, as Anthony says, I can set up a conference call in my home office. Cool. Well, whenever you get it, I just want to bounce some ideas off you. So, thank you. All right, so 1st and 10. 8 minutes to play in the half. 7-7 ball game. Back-to-back turnovers. It's been a slobber knocker. So 1st and 10. And the Eagles are going to go to... I hate that I can't see this without my glasses. And I hate the long pauses because I have to get closer and closer. We're going to go short to Torrey Smith again. It was lucky for them once. Let's see if it's lucky for again. So they're going to go short to the flanker on 1st and 10. Torrey Smith. And this is a 9 against an 8. So it's going to go up 1. And they're not going to get lucky this time. That's a 1-2-X based defense. It'll go to a 1-3-B. 1-3-B. Incomplete. They lucked out that it wasn't a sack. So incomplete. So 2nd and 10, under 8 minutes to play. That's incomplete for Foyles. So 2nd and 10. And coming in the backfield is LII. And they're going to go pitch out halfback. Pitch out halfback. A 9 offensive play against the 8 defense. It'll go up 1, and it's going to be a 6-6. So that's what I mean about the 9 and the 8 in this game. So it's the Patriots have an 8 defense, and that's a 9 offensive play. And it was a 5-6. So it goes to a 6-6. Blank die. So we go to the green dice. It's a 4. Corresponds with the E card, which is doubling the wideouts. Pitch out to LII. E is the first column. 6-6, 17 yards. First down. That's 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So the Eagles running the ball quite well as they did in real life. Well, not in the Super Bowl, but in real life they ran the ball down people's throats. 7 minutes to play. That's a 17-yard gain by LII. I hope I'm pronouncing his name right. So he's having a pretty decent day right now. One, two, three, 4 carries. 25 yards. So 1st and 10 from the Eagle 43. 1st and 10. Oh, we got to knock down one of his carries. He is down to, let's see. Actually, that's on 3 carries, 25 yards. That's my faux pas. So he's down to 7 carries left. 1st and 10. Foyles. Foyles on 1st and 10 is going to go medium pass. Medium pass to his tight end, Ernst. So that's an 18 off of this chart here. It's a 9 against an 8. It'll go up 1 on the dice roll. They need a high dice roll as Foyles looking for his tight end, Ernst, on the medium slant. And that's not a good roll at all. 1-4 goes to 1-5. It's a 6. So they're keying Blount out of the backfield. But 1-5 F, 1-5 F, incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 10. Incomplete. Just over 6 minutes to play in the half. Incomplete to Foyles. To Ernst. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10 from the 43. 2nd and 10. And they're going to bring Corey Clement's going to come in the game. And they're going to go screen pass to Clement. And that's a 9 against an 8. So they can go screen pass to Clement. And we just designated him a fullback because we had to, the way the chart's set up. I have to make them something. So it's an 11. It's going to go up off the chart. Play call 11. So it's going to go up 1. And it's a 2-6. We'll go to a 2-3. Black die is blank. 2's a base defense. They luck out. The Patriots luck out there. So it's a 2-6 goes to 3-3B. Caught no yards as he is quickly pushed out of bounds. So it's going to be 3rd and 10. With under 6 minutes to play. So it's complete but for no yards. And that ruins a catch. And he only has 2 in him, so he's only down to 1. He's down to 1 now. That sucks. So 3rd and 10 from the 43 of the Eagles after the turnover. And they need 10 yards. Foils and the Eagles are going to go medium pass to the left end, Aguilar. Nelson Aguilar. So they're going to go medium pass to the left end. It's a 9 against an 8. The dice roll will go up 1. 16 on the play chart. And we don't roll good at all for the Eagles. That's a 2-2. They're keying it as it's a black die as D. So 2-2 goes to 2-3, and that's incomplete across the board. Wouldn't have mattered what they called. And it's 4th and 10, so the Patriots hold after the turnover. And with 5 minutes to play in the half, the Eagles will punt. And here comes Jones to punt. He'll be punting from his 43. And that is a 2-6. And that's a penalty, I believe, on the punt. A penalty, so let's see who it's on. So the punting team is still considered the offense because they have the ball. Yes. So they want a higher roll would be beneficial, was against the Patriots. A lower roll is against the Eagles. So they're the punting team. They have the ball. They're the offense. And it's a 2-3. And that's going to be 5 yards on the offense. So back them up. And now they'll punt. And I got to take 2 ticks off that. They'll be punting from their 37. So Jones, the snap and the punt. And that's a 1-2. Oh, my Lord. And he shanks it off his foot. A 1-1 would have been a block. So it's a 33-yard punt. 1, 2, 31, 10, 20, 30 in there. So the Patriots will have it at the 29. And it will be Danny Amendola on the return. So let's see what Danny Amendola can do. And not too well. That's a 1-3 on the punt return. And Amendola loses 4 yards as he tried to circle away and get to the outside. So the Patriots will start 1st and 10 on their 25. 4 minutes of play in the half. 7-7 ball game. Here comes Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. TB12 is going to look to Brandon Cooks. Medium pass to Brandon Cooks. And that is a 10. So it's a medium pass to the left end Cooks. 16 off the play chart. 1st and 10 from the 25. That's a 6-6 because it's a 5-6. And it goes up 1. 10 offensive play against a 9 defense. 6-6. So Tom Brady is going to hit Cooks. And it's an X. So that's a base defense. I believe it's a long gainer. No, 21 yards. 21 yards. So it's 21 yards. 10, 20. Out to the 46 of New England. So Brady hits Brandon Cooks for 21 yards. And we're under 4 minutes of play in the half. 1st and 10 on the 46 of New England. 7-7 ball game. Our little replay of Super Bowl 52 using Fran Tarkenton Football and a couple of teams I created, the Patriots and the Eagles of 2017. So what the hell did I say? Well, 21 yards to Cooks. He's down to 2 receptions. Brady, 21 yards. So it's 1st and 10. From the 46 of New England. Medium pass, they're going to... How many receptions does he have left? 4. Medium pass to Gronk. This is a 10. So we're going medium slant to Gronkowski. 10 against the 9 defense. The offensive roll will go up 1. And again, man, we're rolling lucky. 5-6 goes to 6-6 to Gronk. Black dice blink. It's a 2. They're playing a standard-based defense because a 2 corresponds with the B card, which is standard-based defense. So 6-6B, another 21-yard gain. 10. 21. So they're 1st and 10 on the Philadelphia 33. Back-to-back 20-plus gainers. Under 3 minutes to play. In the half, 7-7 ball game. Brady strikes to Gronk, and Gronk has 2 receptions, 42 yards. 21's a lucky number. I should play that. So 1st and 10. And Brady's going to go to Chris Hogan this time. It's a 9 offensive play. All of his, whether short, medium, or long, it's a 9. We're going to go short to Chris Hogan. So it's a 13. Short to the left end, Chris Hogan. Dice roll will stay even. Ah, nuts. Well, all right. We got to roll 1 red die, and that's a 2-4. It stays at a 2-4. They're keying the wide outs. A black D. Right play called 2-4. Incomplete. So 2nd and 10, and there's 2 minutes, and there's a 2-minute warning. So that's incomplete for Tom Brady. And now with timeouts in this game, you have 3 timeouts, just like in football. And when you call timeouts, nothing runs off the clock. So if it's a penalty, you lose a timeout. If it's an incomplete, you lose a timeout. It just doesn't let. It just means you can run 3 plays without taking the ticks off the clock. With 2 minutes, and the way I've modified the clock box, whatever you want to call it, 1, 2, 3. You have 3 plays with 2 minutes if they're 3 completions or 3 runs. So we're calling timeout. So we're going to have 6 plays allotted to us as long as we have first downs. So timeout, we use our first timeout, and it's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10 from the 33 of Philadelphia, 7-7 ball game. And Cooks has 2 more receptions in him. Medium pass to Cooks. Should I go medium or short? Cooks. Left end. Short pass to the left end, Cooks. Base defense 1-3. It's a 10 against the 9. Goes to 1-4. 1-4B incomplete. We wasted a timeout. But what can you do? So it's now 3rd and 10. 3rd and 10. And a field goal here. We need some yards. It's too far. 3rd and 10. Medium pass to Gronkowski. They're going to their money man. Gronk has 2 receptions, 42 yards. Medium pass to the tight end, Gronk. 10 offensive play against the 9 defense. Dice roll goes up 1. And it is a 3-4. Goes to 3-5. It's on a blitz. I don't think this is going to be complete, folks. 3-5. Incomplete. Brady feels the pressure and cannot get the pass off. And we have 1 timeout left. And it's 4th down. So incomplete. Brady, last 3 passes, incomplete. 4th and 10 from the 33. I got to do the conversion of this chart now. That's a 50-yard field goal, right? Yes, it is. 50-yard field goal. So on the field goal, we need to roll a 33 or better, because I'm just adding 17 yards, because this goes off 1968 standards, and those guys could not kick field goals to save their lives. I mean, there's not even a 50-yard field goal on here. 66 is 47. So I'm just going to add 17. So a 33 is normally a 35. And you add 17 to that, and that's a 52-yard field goal. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. So I got to roll a 33 or better for this 50-yard field goal. We'll just move that back here, just to give you the aspect of a 50, even though it wouldn't be. Because in 68, the goalposts were in the middle, and they hung out. The goalposts hung out right over the goal line, and it was just 7 yards back. But they used to run a lot of pick plays. Anthony, if you're still there from Bleacher Bum's game, he'll tell you they used to run pick plays towards the goalpost, and you try to pick off the defender. So here we go. Here comes Gostowski, 50-yard field goal attempt. He needs a 33 or better. 66! He bangs it through. Man, we earned that one, and we didn't call timeout, so that's 2 ticks off the clock. As Philadelphia didn't call timeout. So it's 10-3. 50-yard field goal for Gostowski. Just under 2 minutes of play in the half, then the kickoff, so it's another 2 ticks off. So Gostowski hits a 50-yard field goal. And we'll say a minute 30 or a minute 20. Second quarter. At the, do they go? I will say at the 14. We'll say at the 14-minute mark. So Gostowski hits a 50-yard field goal. We banged it through with a 66. Why couldn't I get that roll before on an offensive play call? So it's 10-3. 14-minute, 50-yard field goal. Gostowski. 10-3 Patriots. So here's Gostowski to kick off from his 35. Eagles have all 3 of their timeouts. Patriots have 1 left. Not that we're going to get a shot in it. So here's the kickoff from Gostowski from the 35. He's looking for a boomer, and he's not going to get a boomer. It's a 23, and that's 55 yards. So that's at the 10. 2 ticks for the kickoff and the return. And here comes Barner on the return. It's a 1-2, and he's going to... Where's the kick return? Oh, that's the punt. I'm looking at the wrong thing. Kick returns 10 yards, so good coverage. He just gets it back to the 20. And the Eagles will call timeout, so that's a 10-yard return. 1st and 10 from the 20. Eagles trail by 3, 10-3, thanks to the Gostowski 50-yard field goal here in Super Bowl 52. So the Eagles call timeout, plus they have 1, 2, 3, so 5 plays in reality they have. So the Eagles call timeout. 1st and 10 from their 20. And we're going to go medium pass. Actually, Foyles is going to air it out. Foyles is going to air it out. Who do we have? Torrey Smith has 1 more reception. I mean, he has a 46-yard touchdown pass on a short slant where he split the defenders. He's going deep to Torrey Smith, and Smith is a flanker. And it's a 9 against an 8 defense. Foils airing it out. And it's a 2-6, goes to a 3-3. They have that double covered, and that will be incomplete. So that's a timeout wasted. They have 2 left, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Incomplete for Foils. 2nd and 10. Going to go medium pass to the tight end, Ernst. 9 offensive play call versus an 8 defense. The dice roll will go up 1. 18 off of our offensive play chart. And that's a 2-6, goes to a 3-3. Black dice blink. It's a 1. And that's a bad play call as they blow the coverage there. But I don't know if a 3-3 on an A. And it's, yeah, I'm glad we went medium. 3-3, 15 yards. Out to the 35. We use our last timeout. So 1st and 10 from the 35. And then we'll have 2 more plays after that. So we'll use our timeout. And I got to mark that down. So Ernst now down to 2 receptions left. It's his 3rd reception. He has 3 receptions for 31 yards. That was 15 yards. So Foils finally completes another pass. He hasn't completed one for positive yards since the 46-yard touchdown. He had that one for no yards. So 15 yards. Medium pass. They're going to go medium pass once again. Foils will look for Jeffrey, the left end. That's a 9 against an 8, so the dice roll will go up 1. And that's a 45. We have 46. The green die is a 6. And bad play call as another blown coverage. Oh, it's an X. Shit. X. Base play. Base defense. It kind of evens up things with the base defense because it's so random the other way, and at least it's a fair play call against anything. So a 45 goes to a 46. It doesn't matter. So a 46B, and that is a 18-yard completion. So 1st and 10 on the Patriot 47. No timeouts left. We have 2 plays. Unless it's a long gainer. If it's a long gainer and we don't get a touch at 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, the clock could run out. So that is an 18-yard gain on the reception to Jeffrey. Down to 3 receptions. 18. So Foils back-to-back completions, 15 and 18. 2 plays left before the half. Out of field goal range here. We have to get to the 33 for a 50-yard attempt. We're going to go deep to Torrey Smith, the flanker. That's 21, so that's a 9 against an 8. Smith has 1 more reception in him. He has a 46-yard touchdown pass catch from Foils. Here we go. And it's a 46! That will... Where the hell was the ball now? God, fudger. I think it was at the 48, I think. Yeah. So it's a 46. Black dice blink. It's a 4. But a 4 corresponds with deep coverage, a D. So they have a good pass coverage there. But a 46 on a deep pass to the flanker, it's going to be a long gainer. E. Oh, wait a second. It's not going to be a long gainer because it's an E. Yeah, because a 4 is a D card. That's A, B, C, D, E. That's a 4. The D is the 4. Wow. So instead of a long gainer, they have it well covered. But Smith makes a catch in between the defenders. And a 46 goes to 50. 46 would have been 27 yards, goes to 55, 29 yards. And there'll be 1 tick left on the clock. Make sure I do this right. 10. So before the half, the Eagles looking to strike. 20. They get it down to the 19-yard line. Gets out of bounds. So here comes the field goal team. Holy cow. Torrey Smith comes up huge. Pitch and catch from Foyles to Torrey Smith. 29 yards. The Eagles can tie it up at the half. You mark that down. That's the other thing I have to get used to when you're rolling dice. You have to keep your own stats. I like it. I enjoy playing it. I bought a game from a new baseball game that this person developed. I can't think of the name, but well, I didn't buy it yet. He hasn't set up the site, but I watched the videos of it. I like the way it is. So it's 29 yards, and Foyles 3 for 3 on his last tosses. 29, 15, 18, and 29 to Smith, who's done. We can come back around to him if we have to once everyone has their receptions. So now we're on the 19. It's a 36-yard field goal. Here comes Elliott. So 36-yard field goal. And we need... because I adjusted it before, so it's going to be a lower roll to make this. 36. Just add 17. We need a 15 or better, because a 15 is normally a 20. We're going to add 17 to it. So we need a 15 or better. So here's Elliott to snap the place. And it's a 14! Oh, my Lord, he shanks it. Oh, at the half, he shanks it. Elliott, let me just double, it's a 14, but let me double check my... So a 14 would have been 19 yards. You add 17 to that. No, it's good. 36. 14. Did I do that math right? Yeah, 17 and 19 is 36. So he makes it. Just sneaks in. I'm glad I double checked. $36. He just sneaks it through. As it hits the upright and goes through. We have a 10-10 ball game as Elliott makes it exciting. So at the half, it's a 10-10 game. $36-yard field goal for Elliott. Yeah, because that's 19. You add 17, it's 36. He needed a 36-yard field goal. We'll make it sound exciting. We'll say it hit the upright and went in. So at the half, we have a 10-10 ball game. What a game. And we'll just take for ha-has, I'll take a quick look at the halftime numbers in real life. The Steelers-Vikings Super Bowl was really eerie how close we had the stats. So it's 10-10 at the half. And we'll play the second half probably tomorrow. Unless I don't wake up, and then it doesn't matter, right? So 10-10 at the half, and there's still 5 people watching. Holy cow, that was great. Bleacher Bums Gaming, thanks for that first half, my friend. Good night. This is set for a great finish. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Thank you. Remember to check out Bleacher Bums Gaming with Anthony. Lots of wonderful stuff on there. There's boxing game Glory Days he's developing, which will be most likely released at the end of the year, he said in the chat. He has red, white, and blue racing. He has strap baseball, and he has dice, card and dice baseball. A couple of different games, the Ferguson Jenkins one. And Soccer Blast, his beloved Spurs, Tottenham Spurs. So thank you very much, Anthony. Let's for ha-has. It's 10-10 at the half. Foyles completed 3 passes, 15, 18, and 29. 15 to Ernst, then 18 to Jeffrey, and then 29 to Smith to get in the field goal range. And Smith went out of bounds, and then Elliott bangs one off the upright and in, and it's a 10-10 game, a 36-yard field goal. So let's just look for ha-ha's sake, because we all love ha-ha's sakes, don't we? Anyway, thank you very much for everyone who watched. Thank you to Anthony who jumped in the chat and LMR. And also Jonathan, thank you very much. Very nice of you. Jake was there. I'm sorry I missed it. Hello, Jake. Thank you if you're still there. Greatly appreciate anyone who watched or jumped in the chat. So let's go. We have a 10-10 at the half. And again, these are teams I created using the old Fran Tarkenton game. I'm developing my own football game, which will be separate from this. But let's find the Super Bowl on Pro Football Reference. And let's just see what the halftime score was. The game was 41-33, and at the half, well, they scored a few more points than we did. At the half, it was 22-12, so it was a 10-point lead for the Eagles. We have a 10-10 ball game. So that's still kind of fun. So that's what it is. So thank you very much. We'll play the second half tomorrow. And it's 10. Original Grognard gives us a thumbs up. Hope you enjoyed it. That was a lot of fun. I'm glad I double-checked the chart. So at the half, it's 10-10. I have stats down, but I'm not adding them up now. As it's 12:38 a.m. here, Eastern Standard Time, the United States of America. And I have to get up for 6. So, Original Grognard, another fun channel, military strategy. Check him out. OG in the house. He was with us with Chat with Al. We had a good time Saturday. Myself, Original Grognard, that's Devin. Chris from Stratomatic, Delaware. Excuse me. And then we had Dog Sidious, as I have a frog in my throat. Alrighty, so 10-10 at the half. It was an exciting finish down the stretch. And we'll see how the second half goes tomorrow. I greatly appreciate it. I would finish it out, but I do have to try to get some sleep. So, thank you, everyone. Till next time. Till tomorrow, health and happiness. Take care. Bye-bye. God bless. Remember to check out the Original Grognard, Bleacher Bums Gaming, Living My Rhapsody, and all the friends of the channel and our community. Come join a wonderful community. It's a lot of fun. OG will tell you that. So, health and happiness. Till next time, take care. Bye-bye. God bless. You know what's coming, folks. Peace!